What's cooking, good looking? It's Friday, December 5th, and you're in the jungle. 12 games on tap in the association. We have a lot to discuss. Jack, buckle up. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to The Hustle. And for joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 12 games in the NBA, give you my best bets, sometimes two, for each one of those games. And I'm going to leave two links for you in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best NBA bet of the day text to your phone. Yesterday's play was Keontae George of the Jazz, over 20.5 points. Congratulations to all who cashed. The second link is to become a Jungle member. And as a member, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me. If you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you're considering placing, we have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster. Not quite Long John Silver's, but hey, we'll get there. We were 2-0 yesterday, and remember, I break down every game for you every day and give you my best bets, but I don't bet every single one of those games. If you want to bet exactly what I'm betting, there's a link to do so to become a member in the comments section. So Jungle members and I were 2-0 yesterday. We hit Keontae George over points, and we hit on Tyrese Maxey over points. So December, we are 8-5. We're up 2.5 units on the young month. Our day today begins in Orlando with the Heat plus 5.5, taking on the Magic over under 241.5. Both Norman Powell and Tyler Hero questionable for Miami, both trending toward not playing. Paolo Banchero may return for the Magic tonight. This should be a good game. Miami's the second highest scoring team in the association, and both teams have a very good point differential. Miami's 4-6 on the road, though. Orlando 8-4 at home. And the Magic won 5 straight home games before losing by 2 to San Antonio Wednesday night. If Hero and Powell can't go, I think this is definitely a Magic spot because the way Miami plays this year is to put all their eggs in the offensive basket, not playing much defense. It'll be tough without either one of those guys. So I'd take the Magic minus the 5.5, but also look at Bam Adebayo of the Heat over 18.5 points, especially if Powell and Hero can't go. Without Hero and Powell in the lineup, Bam's taking 17 shots a game. Lakers plus 6.5 at Boston. The over-under is 223.5. It appears as though Luka and Jaylen Brown will both be out. I like the over. Both the Lakers and Celtics last 5 games have gone over this total, and with both teams on the second day of a back-to-back, the fatigue usually shows on the defensive end of the court. Take the over 223.5 and also consider Derek White of the Celtics over 17.5 points. Charlotte plus 7.5 at Toronto. The over-under 231.5. The Raptors lost to the Hornets by 7 in Charlotte November 29th. I don't think that happens again, especially in Toronto where the Raptors are 8-2 and the Hornets just 1-10 on the road. Lay this 7.5 with a much better team at home here, and also consider Emmanuel Quickley of the Raptors over 17.5 points. Without R.J. Barrett in the lineup, he's shooting 15 times a game, 7 3-pointers, and he hung 22 on the Hornets last time they played. Utah plus 5.5 at the Knicks. The over-under is 240.5. This line's a little bit silly. I would stay away from it. Let's go right to the player prop market. We're taking Jalen Brunson over 29.5 points. He has a median of 29 points a game this season, and he's been under in his last 3 games. But the shot volume has been there, and he's due to tick back to center today. Jalen Brunson over 29.5 points. Denver minus 6.5 at Atlanta, over under 238.5. Jalen Johnson questionable for the Hawks, which will make all the difference for me if he's out. If Jalen Johnson doesn't go, then I'd take the Nuggets minus the points. They're the highest scoring team in the NBA, scoring 125.1 a game compared to Atlanta's 116.8, and Johnson is their highest scorer. The Nuggets also have a point differential of +9 on the season compared to the Hawks +1. Lay the points with Denver. Also consider Peyton Watson of the Nuggets over 12.5 points. San Antonio plus 4.5 at Cleveland. The over-under 238.5. I like the Cavs minus the points, and being the first day of a back-to-back, Darius Garland will sit for his normal maintenance day, and Jarrett Allen is out again for Cleveland as well, which means a lot of Donovan Mitchell, and that's where we go here. Mitchell over 29.5 points. And games this season without Garland and Jarrett Allen, Mitchell scores a median of 33 points a game, playing 35 minutes, taking 22 shots and 11 3-pointers. Portland plus 7.5 at Detroit. The over-under is 234.5. I like the Pistons minus the points. They have a point differential of plus 5.1 per game. Portland's in the negative at 2.2, and the Blazers give up 120.6 points per game. Detroit just gives up 113. Pistons are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against bottom 10 defenses, of which Portland is a card-carrying member. I will lay it with Detroit, but also consider Cade Cunningham over 8.5 assists. He's been over this number in 60% of games this season with a median of 10 assists per game. Now, his line is ordinarily 9.5, but he's been under this line in 5 of his last 6 games, so the line has dropped down to 8.5, so we're getting line value here. But the thing is, in his last 6 games, his potential assists has gone up. All year long, his potential assists has seen a median of 18 a game, but the last 6 games, he's had 20 potential assists. That's a better indicator of how a player's assist performance is going to be. We're getting line value here with plus money on some books. Cade Cunningham, over 8.5 dimes. Philly, minus 1.5 at Milwaukee, over under 223.5. There are 2 teams that really don't play defense. They both give up 117, and change points per game. Philadelphia scoring 117. Also, Milwaukee scoring 115. I think this number is low. I like the over, and I like Maxey over 30. Tyrese Maxey over 30.5 points, especially with Embiid being out again, not being cleared yet for back-to-back action. Now, Maxey is a player who his production doesn't suffer on day 2 of a back-to-back, which they are today. And 4 times this year he's played on the second day of back-to-backs. He's over in 3 of them with a median of 42 minutes played, 36 points, and 26 shot attempts. Clippers, minus 1.5 at Memphis. The over-under is 224.5. While I don't think all is right in Clipperland after 1 win, I do believe that a fire was lit underneath them the second half of their last game against Miami. There's 2 games ago against Miami when Kawhi Leonard came out blazing, and also the last game when they beat the Hawks. I would take the Clippers on the money line in a buy low spot here. Also like Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points. Pacers plus 4.5 at Chicago, over under 238.5. Kobe White questionable for Chicago. Take the Pacers with the points. Chicago is one of the worst defensive teams in the association. They failed to cover this number of minus 4.5 in 10 straight games. Also consider Pascal Siakam over 24.5 points. Phoenix plus 11.5 at Houston, over under 221.5. I'm a big fan of what the Rockets are doing this season, but 11.5 is too many to give this Phoenix team that's covered the number 82% of games this season. The Rockets have covered this number of minus 11.5 just 47% of the time. The Suns are coming off a game at Los Angeles December 1st where they beat the Lakers 125-108 as a 5.5-point underdog. And they've been off since, so they're fresh. Phoenix plus 11.5 is the play. In the last game on the docket tonight, Dallas plus 14.5, have mercy, against OKC, over under 229.5. Dallas is playing better, but OKC is the best team in the known galaxy. They're 20-1 straight up. It's a lot of points, 14.5, but if you're taking a side here, I wouldn't bet against the Thunder. But I think the better play is SGA over his point line of 30.5. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Put your favorite plays in the comments section, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.